Good morning, grade 3. Welcome to grade 3 mathematics class. How are you all doing today? Today, let's see the exercise 9.8 from page number 131 of your textbook. All of you please take your textbook and turn to page number 131. So here we have exercise 9.8. Let's see the first question. Fill in the suitable unit, centimeter or meter or kilometer in the boxes. Let's do this together. You can write along as we discuss this. So the first question, you have to choose the correct unit, the possible unit for the question given here. Distance between your town and the next town is measured it. Can it be measured in centimeters or meters or kilometers? The distance between two towns can be measured in terms of kilometers. So you can write kilometer here. Now what about the next one? Length of your foot is measured it. Is it measured in centimeters, meters or kilometers? Length of your foot can be measured in terms of centimeters. So you can write centimeter here. Now what about the next one? Length of your study room. How can it be measured? Length of a room or your study room can be measured in terms of meters. So you can write meters here. And the next one, height of a building is measured in. How can we measure the height of a building? In centimeters? No. In kilometers? No. So here the possible answer is meters. Now the fifth one, the distance between Delhi and Kolkata is measured in. That's the distance between two cities which can be measured in terms of kilometers. You have learned geometrical distance can be measured in terms of kilometers. So let's write kilometer here. Now what about the next one? Length of your mathematics notebook is measured in. Can it be measured in meters? No. Kilometers? No. So here the possible choice is centimeters. So let's write centimeter here. Now the next one, distance you can travel by car in 2 hours is measured in. So the distance that can be covered in 2 hours is a long distance, right? So it can be measured in terms of kilometers. So let's write kilometer here. Now the next one, length of a centipede is measured in. Is it measured in meters? No. Kilometers? No. So the possible choice is centimeters. Now the next one, length of a chalk piece is measured in. You know how long a chalk piece is? So it can be measured in terms of centimeters. So let's write centimeter here. Now I hope you are clear with all these questions. Now the next one, length of your school playground is measured in. Is it centimeters or kilometers? No. The possible choice is meters. Now the next one, height of an elephant is measured in. Is it kilometers? No. Centimeters? The possible choice here is meters. So you can write meters here. Now the last one, length of a swimming pool is measured in. The possible choice is meters. So let's write meter here. Hope you are clear with these questions. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 2. Fill in the boxes. And the first one, question A is, if 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, then 1 by 2 or half kilometer is equal to. How can we find out that? So if 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, half kilometer or 1 by 2 of a kilometer will be equal to 1 by 2 of 1000 meter, right? And what is 1 by 2 of 1000 meter? This is equal to 1 by 2 into 1000 meters. So how can we do this? 1 by 2 into 1000 meters is equal to 1 into 1000 by 2. And what is 1000 divided by 2? It is equal to 500. So you can say 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, then 1 by 2 kilometers or half a kilometer is equal to 500 meter, which is 1000 divided by 2 or the half of 1000. Now the next one, if 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, then half a meter or 1 by 2 of a meter is equal to. How do we find that? How do we find out half of 100? Just divide 100 by 2. So that is 1 by 2 into 100 centimeters, which is equal to 100 divided by 2, and that is 50 centimeters. So half of a meter or 1 by 2 meter is equal to 50 centimeters. I hope you are clear with this. Now the next one, 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter, then 1 by 5 liters, which means 1/5 of a liter. How do we find that? So 1/5 of a liter is equal to 1/5 of 1000 milliliters, which is equal to 1 by 5 of 1 liter. Now what is 1 into 1000 by 5? It is equal to 1 into 1000 divided by 5. And what is 1000 divided by 5? 5 into 200 is equal to 1000. So 1000 by 5 is equal to 200, and hence 200 milliliters. So 1 by 5 of a liter or 1/5 of a liter is equal to 200 milliliters. Hope you are clear with this. Now let's see the next one. Question number 3. Arrange the measurements from the least to the largest capacity. So here you have to compare the given measurements in each set, and then you have to arrange them in ascending order, that is from the least to the largest capacity. So the first one, question A, the first measurement we have here is 3250 milliliter. The second we have 3 liters, which is equal to 3000 milliliters. Now next we have 1350 milliliters, and then we have 1 liter, which is equal to 1000 milliliters. So the given measurements are 3250 milliliters, 3000 milliliters, 1050 milliliters, and 1000 milliliters. Now that all the measurements are in the same unit, we can easily compare each of them. So which is the smallest among these four? The smallest among these four is 1000 milliliter or 1 liter. So that comes first in the list when you arrange them in the ascending order. So next comes 1350 milliliters, and then 3000 milliliters. Then the largest among these capacities is 3250 milliliters. So the correct order in ascending order is 1 liter less than 1350 milliliter less than 3 liters less than 3250 milliliters. Similarly, the next one, here we have 1950 milliliters, 9150 milliliters, 9 liters, which is equal to 9000 milliliters, and 1 liter, which is equal to 1000 milliliters. So when you arrange them in ascending order, you have the correct order as 1 liter less than 1950 milliliter less than 9 liters less than 9150 milliliters. Now the next one, here you have 4040 milliliter, 4 liter, which is equal to 4000 milliliter, then 4400 milliliter, then 4 milliliter. So when you arrange them in the correct ascending order, you have it as 4 milliliter less than 4 liters less than 4040 milliliters less than 4400 milliliters. So I hope you are clear with these questions. Now the next one, question number 4. Decide which unit to use and fill in the table. So here you have a table, and in the left column you have a few objects listed, and in the right column you have to mention which unit can be used to measure each of the items described here. So the first one, bucket of water. How can we measure a bucket of water? Is it easier to measure that in terms of milliliters, or is it easier to measure it in terms of liters? So it is convenient that we measure a bucket of water in terms of liters. So let's write liter here. Now the next one, a bottle of eye drops. You might have seen small bottles of eye drops in your home. And how can we measure that? We can measure a bottle of eye drops in terms of milliliters. Now the next one, a spoon of water. A spoon of water can be measured in terms of milliliters. Now, a jug of juice, and that can be measured in terms of liters. Now, let's see the next one. Write true or false. A bathtub holds 4 teaspoons of water. Everyone knows what a teaspoon is. So, do you think a bathtub can hold only 4 teaspoons of water? No. So, is that statement true? No. That statement is false. So, you can write false or F for false here. Now, the next one. A bucket holds 10 liters of water. Is that possible? Yes, it is possible. So, you can write D or true there. Now, the next one. An eyedropper holds 1 cup of medicine. Is it true? Is it possible? No. So that statement is also false. Now the next one. A soup bowl holds 5 liters of soup. Is it possible? No. A bowl is a small container, so it's not possible that it can contain 5 liters of soup. So that statement may be a false statement. So you can write false here. Now the next one. Margaret made 5 milliliter of juice. See, when you make juice, you can make juice and you may be able to take 5 ml, which is 1 teaspoon out of it. But to make 5 milliliter of juice is not practically possible. So that statement may be false. So you can write false there. Now the next one. Rani washed her clothes with 100 milliliters of water. And do you think that is possible? 100 milliliters of water is about 10 tablespoons of water. So that is not practically possible to wash her clothes in 100 milliliter of water. So that statement may also be false. So you can write false here. So I hope you are clear with all these questions. You can go through all these questions once again and also go through all the topics that we learned in this chapter once again. In the next class, we'll be doing the revision station questions. So it's better that you revise all the concepts once. Now as an activity for the day, you have to go through the Maths Lab activity and my project, which are given in page number 133 of your textbook. Go through it and do accordingly. So children, I hope this is clear to you. So that's all for the day. We'll see you in the next class. Till then, bye.